Hello, my friends. Welcome to Style Studio. Today, we're going to have something really cool to show you. It's a new feature that we've added to Style Studio called Style Magic, and it is going to take your styles to the next level. So we're going to go ahead and show you how that works. I'm going to go all the way over here to our bridge. Now, as you may or may not know, the segments at the bottom indicate the different parts of the song, whether or not they're the chorus, the verse, the bridge. And we're going to go ahead and go to the bridge here and click on that. And I want to add some effect to the bridge of this song. So we're going to go ahead and go with good old classic Super Studio. And let's click on Edit. And you're going to see this little wand towards the bottom of the screen there. That is the Style Magic. Now, what I can basically describe Style Magic as, imagine you're able to change the quality or volume or anything of the effect that you can use a parameter for throughout the course of the segment of that song. So let's say you want the bridge to have a reverb that starts really quiet at the beginning and then slowly starts to fade up and get more and more powerful towards the end of the segment. And that's exactly what Style Magic does. So I'm going to go ahead and turn both the reverb amount and reverb character all the way to their max, go back to reverb amount, and click on the magic wand. It opens our Style Magic menu. You're going to see two elements here. You have song segment and beat time, right? So let's click on the eye and see what they do. Song segment, the parameter will change over the course of the song segment. So again, towards the beginning of the segment of the bridge that I'm going to be changing, towards the end of that segment of the bridge. Beat time is the parameter will change over a duration you set. So if you don't have it synced, you can actually have it change maybe every 2-3 seconds. But if you'd like, you can actually have it synced to the rhythm of the song. So you can do some really cool kind of strobe effects, and we'll show those a little bit later. But first, all we need to do is click onto song segment. As always, you can actually click on both if you'd like to use both in your Style Studio edit here. So let's go ahead and go to song segment and close the menu, and that's going to open up our Style Magic menu. Now, you'll see a whole new menu opens up. But first, let's close it down and see what it looks like here. So you're going to see that I have the reverb amount set at a 0 point, and I want it to turn all the way up to the 1 point automatically. So basically imagine that I'm just doing this with my finger, but I'm doing it automatically, right? So it's going to move from an off state basically to a very strong on state. So let's go ahead and click on the little pencil icon, and that's going to open up our menu again. So you can change the duration. I want it to happen through the whole segment, right? You can go from the third of the segment, half of the segment. I want the whole segment. I want it to change at the beginning all the way to the end. And then we can go to the waveform. Now, the waveform is basically going to be how that certain change in the parameter behaves. So as you can see, there's this little dot that's going to show you, and if you can hear it, basically it starts at an off state, it goes all the way up to the crest here, and then it turns all the way, it starts to turn all the way off again, as you can see. So it's moving throughout the entire segment of the song, and then once it gets, it's going to loop back, and we can hear that. So again, it's going to start off, turn itself slowly on as it goes up, rides the crest of that wave, and then it gets to the top of the wave, it's going to be at its most strong, and then it's going to go right back down again. You can actually change the sort of shape of the waveform, right? So you can have the effect be off and then turn sharply on, stay on for a little bit, and then turn sharply off again. You can have it ramp up a lot faster. You can basically have it ramp up and stay up, and then you can kind of have a sharp ramp up and have it stay, then a sharp ramp down. Anything you want to do, and you can actually change how these waveforms look by going through the different menu options here. So let's go back to the one here. I like this one because this is going to be that slow ramp effect, right? So it's going to start off, and then it's going to slowly start to ramp up on. I can change the width of it. So basically I can either make it really sharp, or I can kind of make it more of a full straight, just ascension, right? You can change kind of the center. So let's say maybe I want to have it start later on in the segment and then start to turn up, but I want to start it at the beginning. So again, everything is completely and utterly editable, and you can make these effects truly your own. So I like where that is. I'm going to keep that. And then once you look, you can see there's this little arrow in the center between the 0 state and the 1 state. Notice how that arrow is starting to slowly fill up. That's how you can kind of see how the effect changed, how Style Magic is being applied to that certain effect parameter, okay? So you can actually start this at any number you want. You can have it go 1 to 1 if you still feel a desire to, but we're going to go from 0 to 1 and go ahead and edit that. And so if you wanted to, you could actually even edit how the reverb character behaves as well. Anything, again, that has an editable parameter, you can apply Style Magic to. So if we take a listen, that is now going to be applied. I really like how that's going. I like how that's ramping up. And so let's go ahead and now show you how beat time works. So we're going to go to video, okay? So let's go ahead and select a video effect like, let's see, Mirror Madness, right? So it kind of refracts the image a little bit there. Let's again go to edit. Let's go to image zoom, right? So we're going to have it do that, but we're going to have it do it automatically. So let's go ahead and click on the edit wand again, okay? Beat time, let's go ahead and select that. Now when we close this menu, it's going to be slightly different, right? It's going to ask you, do you want to sync to the beat? If you don't, we go to duration, and you can basically have it change within a 3-second time limit. But I want it to sync to the beat, right? So I'm going to have it do that. And then you can change to see how many times, like what the measure is that it starts to change, right? So I'm going to go ahead and have it change on every 4th beat. And the type of wave I'm going to have is this one, right? So let's see what happens. You can see now that you've got your image zoom, and then it's going to go, towards the top of the one. So let's do that, right? So 30 to the 5, and let's set play and see what happens. Boom. And I want it to not go all the way to where you see a black in between lines, but there you go. It's starting to pulse within the beat, right? That's really cool. And as I said, you can do this with just about anything that you can edit on this on the Style Studio screen. So you can create styles that are truly 100% your own. And so once we're happy with how that looks and sounds, we're going to go ahead and go to our Save menu. Big thing to know that, let's say you put a lot of time and effort and work into making sure that these Style Magic effects are just right, always save your draft. That way, if the app accidentally closes on you, or you can actually log on to an entirely different device with that account, and all the work that you had will be saved. So let's call this strobe, if I can spell right, strobe fun. And we are going to just say, this is fun. And the tag, of course, is going to be create with style. And that's going to save that as a hashtag. And then we'll go to our icon, and we'll just go ahead and click that one, do a little background. I really like this. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. All right, so then we just hit publish, and voila, your style is now published, and it is now going to show up on Smule with Style Magic effects applied. So we really cannot wait to see what you all come up with. You're always an amazingly creative community, so get out there and just start creating.